really don't know how many more sweeping primary wins Trump needs to have before the rhinos understand that this is not the old guard, business as usual Republican Party. This is Trump's party. So pass the Save America Act, John Thune, or you're probably going to be next. Trump batted 1,000 last night, 37-0.
I know how to win.
Are you worried about
Some of them don't know how to win. I know how to win.
Sir,
I think I've proven that, haven't I?
Look, I'll get to the highly contested and most expensive race with Massey being unseated in just a second. But I look at these polls where all the libs are screaming, oh, Trump's approval is in the toilet. Is it? Is it? And if it is, then please explain to me in crayon how last night Donald Trump unseated perhaps the most established rhino infrastructure in the country. Look, it may not be happening overnight, but Trump is disassembling the rhino class that took 50 to 60 years to establish, guys. He took out Jeb exclamation point in 2016. Then Liz Cheney made her lose her primary by 30 points to Harriet Hagman, who we love. And now he's ended Bill Cassidy, Tom Tillis, likely John Cornyn with his Paxton endorsement. I actually can't imagine Ken Paxton not winning his primary in Texas and the general election against the, oh, God is non-binary Democrat. Look, that guy has about a 0 chance in Texas. I don't care what poll you show me. There is no way Tallarico wins. But other rhinos, like Susan Collins, I don't understand why Trump endorsed Paxton. Really? Are you senile? This explains why nothing is getting done in the Senate and perfectly explains why Trump endorsed Paxton in the first place. Good luck in your race, Collins, against the guy who masturbates in porta-johns. That's Graham Plattner. Those are his words, not mine, on a podcast. But also, maybe the biggest win of the night that no one is really talking about, crushing the Mitch McConnell machine. People do not understand how big a deal this is. Mitch McConnell, for 40 years, during 6 presidents, he blocked nominees. He killed legislation that Trump wanted, by the way. He was a major rhino player, basically running the Senate GOP since I was born. Trump saw that, and he saw that McConnell's protege, Daniel Cameron, who was the former AG of Kentucky, was likely to win that race and was going to play by the same game that Mitch played by, and obviously that Thune is playing by right now. Look, it's too early to primary Thune, so Trump was like, you know what, I'm going to send a message. He walked in on May 1st. He endorsed Andy Barr. Trump got Nate Morris, the other MAGA member of the primary, out of the race. And the guy who was, by all polls a month ago, favored to win, with all the money and all the establishment structure behind him, Trump makes one phone call and one endorsement, and Barr wins with 60%. Trump endorsed Paxton over Cornyn. The ousting of Bill Cassidy. If you recall, Cassidy voted to convict Trump in his impeachment. Tillis, obviously just chose not to run again. Yeah, okay, right. You were going to get trounced. That's why. And you want to know how angry the establishment is and how petty they are. They are not, the establishment is not pro-America, folks. They are petty. A senior Republican aide to one of these rhinos said, now he doesn't, this is, didn't want to be named, but he's not named. Now he doesn't have a governing majority. You push Tillis out. Lisa and Susan are independent. Cassidy has no effing reason to do anything now. Cornyn has no reason to prostrate himself, not to mention the other people who are just pissed off. He went on. If you think you're going to govern between now and the midterms, he's talking to Trump, that ain't effing happening. It's very, very short-sighted. Oh, really, pal? You're about to be unemployable in D.C. And Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski, she told reporters that Trump's endorsement complicates Republicans' ability to hold onto their majority. The endorsement of Paxton, obviously. Lady, I want no lectures from you. You're the only Republican to vote against the Save America Act in a test vote. That stuff is what's making it hard for us to hold on to the Senate because you won't fix voter fraud. Your party, your rhino group of people are sitting on national reciprocity. It's been passed by the House. You in the Senate, you rhinos, are not doing anything. That is why Republicans could potentially lose the Senate, not because of Trump and his endorsement of Paxton. Are you kidding me?
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.